Adam, mixed bag this weekend for Tar Heel Athletics.
Some good, some bad.
Yeah.
The good, we know the women's basketball destination for the tournament this weekend. They are going to Columbia.
Yeah, not an easy draw there.
The Tar Heels are the 8th seed in the Albany 1 region. Remember, women's basketball, there's 2 different Albany regions, and then there's 2 different other regions, but there's only 2 sites once you get to next weekend. One of those is Albany. So the Tar Heels will play the number 9 seed Michigan State in Columbia on Friday at 11:30 a.m.
Friday, 11:30, Michigan State.
Tar Heels and Spartans. The winner of that game gets the honor of facing South Carolina.
Well, assuming the Gamecocks advance, Adam. You're assuming.
That's true. We don't know.
Yeah.
What an upset that would be.
That would be an upset.
It's Carolina's 4th straight appearance, and hoping for a pretty good Tar Heel crowd down there in Columbia. That's a short drive.
Of course,
it's a relatively short drive.
Tar Heels played South Carolina this year. Very competitive game. That was early in the season, though, and it was in Chapel Hill. That will be a very challenging matchup should it occur. Of course, you got to get by Michigan State first.
And South Carolina.
And South Carolina's got to win
opponent.
whatever game it has first. Yes.
Men's tennis, big road win on Friday over number 13 Florida State. Anuj Watani wins the clinching match. Hopefully that's right. Florida State won the doubles, had an early 2-0 lead. Things didn't look good. Sam Paul said, "Not so fast, my friend."
Yeah, he said, "Boy, it's time to turn it up."
The clincher goes to a second set tiebreaker that went to 12-10.
Wow.
So big win. The second part of that road swing was at Miami on Sunday. Hurricanes won that one. So a split in the state of Florida.
Feels like a learning opportunity. Tar Heels get the big win in the first match. Probably feeling good that they'd got me because Florida State's ranked top 15, right?
That's right.
So you gotta sometimes sometimes you gotta learn real world lessons. And that Miami game's lost the doubles point. See? Can't lose the doubles point twice in a row. That's flirting with fire, Adam.
Tar Heels have won 7 of 9.
Yeah, they have.
Men's lacrosse just goes on this New York spring break odyssey that has now concluded with a 12-8 win at Stony Brook on Saturday.
Seawolves.
Congratulations to Joe Bresci. That was his 250th career win. Just the 4th active Division I head coach to reach that mark. Owen Duffy had 4 goals and an assist. That's his 3rd straight game with at least 4 goals. Tar Heels currently ranked 17th nationally, 6-2 overall. Haven't played a conference game yet, and they won't this weekend either because they're at home against High Point on Saturday at 3. High Point not yet in the ACC, but stay tuned.
Tar Heels continue to play well. That's good.
Yeah, getting the wins they should get.
Yeah.
Baseball. I don't think this series was as bad as people are going to say it was. And the way they formed this opinion was the Tar Heels lost on Friday night 14-1.
Yeah, that's a sizable defeat.
Then on Saturday, the Tar Heels lose 2-1 on a walk-off homer in the bottom of the ninth. That was a close game. That was a good game. That's something that happens in baseball, especially on the road. But then Sunday, they come back and just thump on Miami, get the win, hit 7 home runs for the first time since 2013. Casey Cook had 2. Gavin Gallagher had a grand slam. So this is how the series went. Carolina didn't have an extra base hit in the first 19 innings of the series. Then
19 innings.
Then finished the series with 11 extra base hits. So maybe spread those out a little bit.
So in reality, it sounds like at the moment those two teams probably pretty even at the moment. Miami walloped Carolina one time, Carolina walloped Miami one time, and one time Miami was fortunate enough to be the team hitting last.
Right. So Tar Heels are at home today against UNC Wilmington at 6 o'clock.
Always tough. Wilmington's a good program.
They are good. And then another good team's coming to Boshamer this weekend, Georgia Tech. The Jackets just swept State.
And they have been crushing the ball, right? Georgia Tech, they've been mashing it.
They're really hitting the ball. This weekend, it's Friday at 6, Saturday at 2, Sunday at 12. That's a big home series. Tar Heels need to win that series because coming up, Wake Forest and Duke. Both those teams are really good.
Wake has struggled a little bit, but is very good.
And Duke's really good.
And Duke is very good this year, yes.
So big, well, all the ACC series are big because the ACC is really good. And
just thinking, so they've gone Pitt, who's a very solid, not like a great team, but a solid team. Miami, Georgia Tech, Wake, Duke. That is quite a stretch.
When the ACC's just beating up on each other because the ACC is really good top to bottom.
Yeah.
So your ACC champion isn't going to be 27-3.
Yeah, because even those, and look, I'm not. Adam knows more about the current state of baseball than I do, but just thinking like some of the teams that are probably at the moment near the bottom part of the league, like Pitt, BC, I'm guessing, and those are still really good teams.
When people thought Virginia Tech may be down this year, and they're really good.
Yeah.
And probably going to be ranked this week. The new rankings haven't come out yet. So State was a top 15 team till Georgia Tech got there and swept them and hit the ball all over the place.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
ACC baseball is really good.
Yeah, very good. Softball. Tar Heels go down to number 14 Clemson and go 0-3.
It's all right. These were competitive games, though.
Yes. So, and the scores, Sunday got a little out of hand, 9-1 run rule game. But Friday and Saturday, 5-0 and 4-1. Carolina actually out-hit Clemson on Saturday, but just couldn't drive in runs. So Tar Heels will be back at home this weekend. Georgia Tech also coming to play softball. Bring all the teams that play bat and ball.
Yeah. Do you think they're just going to share a bus?
Yeah.
One bus might be too small.
Yeah.
For both teams.
Yeah. Double bus it.
Yeah.
3-game series with the Jackets this weekend. Carolina's still 20-7 overall, 2-4 in the ACC.
Right.
Gymnastics season-high road score.
Another good showing. I'm telling you, the Tar Heels got a lot better as this year went on. They had some tough matchups at the end of the season with Kentucky and LSU.
Lolly Dekanoidze second on the bars with a 9.9. Gwen Fink had a career high in the all-around. ACC championships coming up this coming weekend in Greensboro.
Adam, just watch out for the Tar Heels in the ACC championships. I'm just saying, I think they're and anything can happen. Gymnastics is so funky that you could be performing really well and then just have an off day and it's bad. But they're performing a lot better. They will be competitive in that event. I deem it true.
I don't know gymnastics like you do, but it seems to me that finishing out the regular season with Kentucky and LSU, both good teams, would probably help.
Absolutely. If nothing else, I think there were over 10,000 people at the LSU meet because it was their senior day. They have some very famous seniors on their team. And so I think, and they're very good. LSU's number 2 in the country. And Kentucky's like number 6, right? Or top in that like 4 to 6 range. So you're competing against really good teams. You've competed in a difficult atmosphere. And I think with competitors, anytime – like when you're going up against some of the best and you're trying to get there, it just can do nothing but make you better. And I think Carolina, as we have talked about, did not have a good start to the season, but I think it has gotten better and better and better as the year has gone on. And now you're at the ACC championship and see what happens.
Greensboro this weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe you could hit part of Greensboro
on the way
ACC
back,
championship.
On the way back from Charlotte?
Yeah, either on the way to or from. Game time TBD if the Tar Heels are fortunate enough to advance.
Yeah, got to advance.
And then last thing, women's lacrosse, rough one on Saturday at number 7.
This was a stunning score, Adam.
20-5. Syracuse wins it. Orange is really good, but they dominated the game. They scored 5 unanswered goals in the first 4 minutes. They had a 27-8 edge in shots on goal. So Jenny Levy, I bet, will have some spirited practices this week because Tar Heels have 2 tough ones coming up this weekend. Louisville on Saturday and then Northwestern on Monday. Carolina 6-3 overall, 2-2 in the ACC.
Feels like maybe some historical frustration let out during that Syracuse game.
Yeah, probably. They thought they were beating like the 2019 Tar Heels or something, but it wasn't. But Syracuse obviously played really well.